Hey, it's Mr. Tish over at Global, and today we're going to do our age project. Our age project, you're going to need to download a file called uh, AgeSB in Google Classroom, and then you're going to want to upload that into your Scratch. Now, when you're done, you're going to end up with a game where you have a slider knob here that changes the age of the cat, and the cat will tell you what it can or cannot do at different ages. So if I click the green flag, the cat will tell me I don't need diapers. And that's about all I have for age 8. I could add things later on. If I slide this up to age 26, then all of a sudden it has a lot more it can do. You don't need diapers. You can drive. You can see an R-rated movie. You can vote. And I believe it says you can gamble. And then I actually rent a car. I forgot to include that. And then, of course, if I move it up to a really high age, like 70 something, I actually have it programmed so it will tell me all those things. It will also pop in a little cane here. So it's going through all the things I can do, plus it's showing me the cane. And then you can gamble and you can rent a car. And while it can do all of these things, it's saying, yeah, but I'd rather just go home and read a book because it's tired. And the other thing that's kind of cool is if I go back down to, let's say, 54, the cane does disappear as it goes through its litany of things it can do. Now, how does it do this? It uses a bunch of different if-then statements. So we're going to use this as your example. This is your starter. And you'll see that when you turn it on, the variable may not be visible. The variable is not visible. If you see this, just go into variable and turn it on. That's all that's missing. So you want to make sure that you that have that taken care of. Now, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to add, I'm going to add my first piece of code. It says, if you are older than 15, you can drive. So, because at 16 you can drive, so we're going to add that. I'm going to go over here to if then, and this is the control drawer, and I pull up an if then statement, and I'm going to pull up an operator, and it says if you are older than 15. So I'm going to pull up a greater than, put this in here, and what's greater than? What's it comparing? Well, it's going to take a look at my variable called age. So if I'm greater than, I want to change this to 15. Now, what's it going to do? It's going to say you can drive. So, over to looks, pull this in, and I type in you can drive. So I can have that included in there. Now, what do? I test it. Hit the green. You don't need diapers. Nothing. I'm going to change it to 17. So if its age is greater than 15, you don't need diapers. You can drive. My test is finished because I go back to it. You don't need diapers, but you can drive doesn't play. I know it works. Make sure you try something, and then you experiment with it. This is your full project. Make sure you do all of these, plus the age is less than 3. Make sure the code tells you, sorry, you are not old enough for anything yet. And so do a less than, and then add a couple more conditions. Add a greater than or equal than condition, so you can put operators inside of operators to make this work. And then create a condition of your own. So do something fun. I did the cane thing. That was my idea. But you can add a greater than, less than, or equal to condition. Now, what am I talking about? Just so you know, if I have an if then, and I want to have multiple operators, I want it to say something below the age of 3 or after the age of 30. I can go to an operator and I can use an or. So I can say if the age is, oh, did that wrong. Watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the or in here, right? And then I can put this side in that. So if the, variable, if I stick the age is less than 2, so if it's 1, or, and this can be something that I can put age is greater than 90, I can then have it say, for 2 seconds, you probably don't have all your own teeth. So it'll only say that. It won't say that here because it's 22. And that's kind of cool. But if I bring it down to 1, it will say you probably don't have all your own teeth. If I go all the way to 93, it'll say you don't need diapers, etc., etc., and you probably don't have all your own teeth. So it'll say that at 93, but it won't say you don't have all your own teeth at 66. So I can put in those kinds of fun little operators to make things more interesting. I hope that helps. Enjoy writing the game. Good luck.